Training is costly, but not to train is costlier, says Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. In the post-independent era, with the launch of Community Development Program in October 1952, a great need arose in our country for creating training facilities for large number of personnel involved in the execution of this program. For this purpose, Government of India and various state governments embarked on setting up various training institutes. In the shadow of Golconda, India is now producing a new kind of wealth. Wealth not for kings, but wealth for the people of India. The new mine is the Himayat Sagar Extension Training Center, and the new wealth is the skill development. This Extension Training Center was established in the year 1952 to cater to the training needs of grassroots level functionaries for implementing Community Development Program. In 1956, our beloved first Prime Minister of India, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, visited this institution at its infant stage. Then, while interacting with trainees, he quoted, "These centers of human activity are lamps spreading light more and more in surrounding darkness, and this light has to grow till it covers the whole land." This institution is located in the sprawling campus in the serene rural surroundings of Rajendra Nagar, about 18 kilometers away from the historical city of Hyderabad in Andhra Pradesh. It is surrounded by several academic training and research institutes. Initially, ETC was under the administrative control of Government of India. Later, it was transferred to Andhra Pradesh state government. For over 3 decades, this ETC has functioned under PR and RD department, and eventually after the bifurcation of PR and RD departments, it was transferred to RD department in the year 1999. Since then, the ETC has been functioning under the administrative control of AMR EPAD, the State Apex Training Institute of PR and RD departments. The Extension Training Center Rajendra Nagar caters to the training and capacity building needs of various functionaries in 5 districts: Rangareddy, Medak, Nalgonda, Nizamabad and Mehboob Nagar. This ETC is headed by an officer of Deputy Commissioner Cadre, Panchayat Raj Department, supported by 17 faculty members and 25 supporting staff.
In order to accomplish the spirit of the constitutional amendment and achieve the goal, this institution has been evolved a separate module for the training purpose to the elected representatives, with a special difference to the regulatory functions under Andhra Pradesh Panchayati Raj Act 1994. While preparing the module, this institution has taken care very much about the accountability, responsiveness and progress.
ETC was established to train the grassroots level functionaries like village level workers and Gram Sevikas. Consequent upon 73rd Amendment Act, the target clientele group of ETCs was redefined and the scope was extended to cover a wide range of functionaries. At present, ETC is catering to the training and capacity building needs of officials and non-officials of PRIs, functionaries of rural development, officials and representatives involved in rural water and sanitation, watershed, MGNREGS, SHGs, ITDAs, and any other category of stakeholders has assigned by NIRD and AMR EPAD. The Extension Training Center follows a 2-pronged approach, that is, in-campus and off-campus trainings to reach its large number of participants. In-house training includes foundation trainings to PRI functionaries and elected representatives, refresher trainings, PriyaSoft, ICT skills, NRLM, total sanitation campaign, and so on.
ఈటీసీ యందు నేను ప్రియాసాఫ్ట్ సిసిఐ రూల్స్ మీద ట్రైనింగ్ కోర్స్ తీసుకున్నాను. ఈ ట్రైనింగ్ కోర్స్ తీసుకున్న తర్వాత నేను నా విధులను సక్రమంగా నిర్వహించగలుగుతున్నాను.
The off-campus programs include Beacon Panchayat visits, Right to Information Act, Gram Sabha workshops, legal workshops, and so on to create awareness to the target groups.
ఎక్స్టెన్షన్ ట్రైనింగ్ సెంటర్ వారి ఆధ్వర్యంలో కేరళ ప్రాంతంలోని త్రిచూర్ అనే జిల్లాకు మహబూబ్నగర్ జిల్లా నుండి 42 మంది మండల ప్రజా పరిషత్ అధ్యక్షులను తీసుకొని పోవడం జరిగింది. మరి కేరళలో ఏ విధంగా అయితే స్థానిక సంస్థలు బలంగా పనిచేస్తున్నాయో అదే రీతిలో మన గ్రామాలను కానీ మండలాలను కానీ జిల్లాలను కానీ ఆ విధంగా అభివృద్ధి పథంలో నడిపించాలనేటువంటి ఒక ఆలోచన మాకు వచ్చింది.
This institution is well equipped with state-of-art training facilities including audio-visual aids and multimedia projectors in 2 conference halls and 1 seminar hall. There is a computer lab with 40 computers well connected to internet is another feather in the cap of ETC. And this facility helps various functionaries to improve their skills in computer usage.
ఈ శిక్షణ వల్ల నాలో అకౌంట్ల నిర్వహణ గురించిన అవగాహనతో పాటు ఆత్మవిశ్వాసం పెరిగింది.
ETC has an excellent library with a wide range of books, and it is the place where all the participants would like to spend most of their leisure. The hostel accommodation, though modest, hosts around 100 participants at a time. The broad functioning of ETC is governed by a managing committee under the chairmanship of Commissioner AMR Epard, Principal Extension Training Center, Zilla Parshad, CEOs, DPOs, DRDA and DWAMA PDs, Link Officer from NIRD and a few other members. The committee also reviews the implementation of training programs and suggests measures for a better financial discipline. Extension Training Center Rajendra Nagar has not only been striving hard to improve the knowledge and skills of its participants, but also endeavors to bring an attitudinal change in their mindsets.
ఒక సర్పంచ్ అంకిత భావంతో పట్టుదలతో ఉంటే ఫండ్స్ లేకపోయినా సరే సరైన ఓనర్ లేకపోయినా సరే ఒక గ్రామాన్ని ఎలా అభివృద్ధి చేయాలనేది మేము అక్కడ నేర్చుకున్నాం సార్.
మాకు తెలియని విషయాలు కూడా అక్కడ పోయినాక తెలిసిపోయింది. పేరు రావాలని సాధిస్తామని నా మనసులో పడ్డా సార్.
Impressed by the constant performance of ETC in training large number over a period of time, the Government of India and AMR Epard have sanctioned non-recurring grants for upgradation of ETC's infrastructure. And the new works are nearing completion. If these new facilities are also made available, ETC can host training programs to even mandal level officials and elected representatives. The fast changing scenario of external and internal conditions of PRI's growth has made ETC's task of guiding the process of institutional change in PRIs more challenging. It needs to be transformed to a more dynamic and continuous knowledge-driven institute. Live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever, says Mahatma Gandhi. Under the able guidance of the Commissioner AMR Epard, the ETC wishes to emerge as a center of excellence which provides lifelong learning opportunities to all the PRI functionaries